Hello aspirants, welcome to Ekam Academy. Today we are discussing the third concept of the day in this particular series, and I'm trying to cover as many static topics as I can for next UPSC prelims and many other state examinations also. So today we'll be discussing about the concept called zonal councils. So before we start, there is also an important announcement for those students who are trying to aspire for UPSC Group 2 and which is about to be conducted in the month of January. So there is an important announcement from Ekam Academy. They are going to conduct 18 sectional tests, 3 grand tests, and along with this there will be a detailed PDF explanation also provided after each test, and this paper will be set up by subject experts. Most importantly, this test series will start from 11th November. It will be available both in online as well as offline modes, in English as well as Telugu medium also. And this particular course is available at a very affordable price of 999 only, and to this there is also value addition in the form of last 6 months AP related current affairs also will be provided as part of this particular test series. So for any further details and or for registration related details also, you can call us on this particular number, right? So then what is the point of discussion today? We are discussing about the zonal councils. So first we need to know what type of body are they. So first we have to keep in mind they are non-constitutional bodies. If they are non-constitutional bodies, then what type of bodies there are? Means they're statutory bodies. Okay, so this is the first thing. That is why you also need to know whenever you come across any particular body in the Indian Constitution, then you need to remember whether it is a constitutional body, statutory body, or extrajudicial, or you can say like the semi-judicial or quasi-judicial type of body. These type of things we need to understand, right? So and then after knowing this particular feature, we should also know whether it is part of original Constitution or it was added subsequently. For example, if you know tribunals, that concept was not originally part of the Indian Constitution, so we have added it later on. Okay, 42nd Amendment has inserted that particular section into Indian Constitution. Same is the case here also. So we didn't have this in 7th Constitutional Amendment in 1956. Okay, so on the recommendations of State Reorganization Commission. So we at that point of time this was passed, and there is no amendment directly related to zonal councils, but this is also related to SRC. That is why I've mentioned. So based on their recommendations, this was incorporated as a statutory body. Then what is a zonal council? Just as we have seen in the image here, so entire country is divided into 5 different zones. So you can see here there is a 6th zone also, but only these are the 5 zones. Okay, so these 5 zones are northern zone, central zone, eastern zone, southern zone, and western zone. So what about the northeastern zone? They are not part of the actual zonal councils because northeastern region has its own characteristics or specificities. They have their own problems also to address. That is why so we have a separate zonal council for northeast, which was created by a separate act called Northeastern Zonal Council Act of 1972. Okay, this is the so we have seen what is a zonal council and its related important provisions. Now let us understand what is the objective. Then why we need to create a zonal council for one particular region? Is it increasing the regionalist type of tendencies? Means no. To foster foster cooperation among different states, and in case if any state and another state has some dispute, or if one state has some issue with the center, then in these type of things, generally linguistic issues or interstate border disputes, water disputes, these type of things are very important in terms of federal issues, right? So these things can be sorted out using one common platform where there will be representation from the states as well as the center in the form of zonal councils. That is why objectives of zonal councils is very much important in ensuring cooperative federalism, and also they'll try to foster national unity and integrity. That is the main objective which you have to keep in mind. Now let us understand the organizational structure. That means who will be part of the zonal councils. Then the chairman of zonal councils will be the Union Home Minister. Okay, so whoever the Union Home Minister is there, he will be the chairman by de facto. Then who will be the vice chairman? One chief minister of that particular state in which particular zone they belong. That particular chief minister will by rotation for 1 year will be the vice chairman. That means, for example, in one particular zone there are 4 states. Every 4 years one chief minister will be the vice chairman on rotation. Along with this, we also have other members. That means other chief ministers, and in case of a union territory, 2 ministers nominated by the governor and all. In that way, there will be some composition. Not only this, there will be also some expertise. Expertise will also be there. Expertise means here Niti Aayog members will also be part sometimes, and when then it is required, some other like chief secretaries and other subject experts also can be invited, and not only this, union ministers also can be invited to this particular zonal councils if it is required. And then let us understand the functions. As I just told you, what is the main function? In case of any disputes also, this will be a platform to settle the disputes, to foster unity and integrity. At the same time, most of the times the issues of linguistic minorities, interstate border disputes, all these things can be settled down at this particular platform. That is why this is seen as a very good platform to settle all the disputes between center and state and state and state. So these type of disputes, if you see, this will be falling part of original jurisdiction of the Supreme Court. That means if two states have any dispute, then who have the authority to adjudicate this particular thing? It is the Supreme Court of India under Article 131 of Indian Constitution have the complete authority. Now let us see the practice question given yesterday. Which of the following are the standing committees? So yesterday we have discussed the concept called parliamentary committees. In that I told you there are standing committees as well as ad hoc committees. Standing committees are those which are permanent. Okay, ad hoc are created temporarily for the time being until the particular issue is resolved. So here if you see the options, Joint Committee on Office of Profit, this is also a standing committee. General Purpose Committee is also a standing committee. Business Advisory Committee is also a standing committee. And Railway Convention Committee, this is only a ad hoc committee created for the time being. You also have to keep in mind this General Purpose Committee and Business Advisory Committee are directly headed by the Speaker de facto. That means in general, Speaker will be chairing this particular committees, two committees here. Then let us see the practice question given for the day. With reference to zonal councils, consider the following statements. They are established under the States Reorganization Act of 1956. Prime Minister is a common chairman of all the zonal councils. Third, union territories are not represented in the zonal councils. Fourth, they are only advisory in nature. Among these, what you feel as the correct option, try to put your answer in the comment section. Then, today as part of our concept of the day series, we have discussed about an important topic in polity, that is zonal councils. Okay, so we have seen how they are formed, what type of bodies are they, what are the composition of this particular type of body, and we also have seen the functions and organizational structure along with practice question. So I'm not only covering polity series of videos, as many students are asking these type of topics in the comment section. From those comments only I'm picking and I'm doing these questions, this particular series of videos in random. So if you want any further topics also, please put your thought in the comment section. I'll definitely try to cover as much as I can. All the very best. Thank you for watching.